Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Intelligent Industry stage from Capgemini at Hannover Fair 2022. And I'm very proud now to highlight and welcome a new team here on stage that is talking about our role in terms of thought leadership in digital transformation. I'm very happy to welcome on stage Christian Michalak from Capgemini, Dr. Jens Danske also from Capgemini, and Professor Garzen from Rheinisch-Westfälische Technische Hochschule Aachen. And over to you. We are excited.
Yes, thank you very much and welcome everybody. So I'm really happy to welcome you today. Let me shortly introduce myself. My name is Christian Michalak. I'm leading the Intelligent Industry team for Capgemini here in Germany. And we already talked and heard a lot about partnerships and ecosystems, and it is really a pleasure for me, for us today, to welcome Thomas Garzen and share with you some insights regarding how we within Capgemini develop and work on thought leadership together, not only with industry partners but also with universities. And so welcome, Thomas. Maybe to start, Thomas, you can share a little bit what is the E40C exactly, where is it located, and what is the ecosystem? What does the ecosystem look like?
Yes, thank you very much, Christian. So maybe I will switch to another slide just to give you an impression of the overall site. Yes, thank you. This is the slide I was searching for. Yeah, so here we have an impression of the surrounding and where the E40C is located. So it's one entity of the so-called RWTH Aachen Campus, which is one of the biggest collaboration space in Europe in order to bring together industry with industry, but of course industry as well to university. And we see here, from the bird's eye perspective, an overall picture where you can see a couple of buildings, so-called cluster buildings, and every building is reaching out for a specific topic, for instance, like digital transformation, like Industry 4.0, and the concrete docking points for the industry partners to collaborate with the university are the so-called centers. And our center, the European 4.0 Transformation Center, is a center which is dedicated to digital transformation, to Industry 4.0, and we try to bring together all the experts from the industry and from the university, of course, as well, in order to solve daily problems, in order to develop new approaches, and to bring new technologies to business applications. And all in all, we have 31 centers at this campus. We are one of them. And what we doing there is, of course, we're trying to develop special frameworks for the digital transformation, like our IT reference architecture that we call Internet of Production, which is, of course, a theoretical framework. But with all of our partners, we're trying to bring this theoretical framework to reality. And one special thing and one, I would say, unique benefit of the Aachen site is that we have the possibility to have access to real production infrastructure. That means we have a couple of demonstration factories, ramp-up factories. We have a prototype battery line where we can really test new concepts, test new technologies, and bring them to the shop floor, validate them, and develop them further. Yeah, so our idea of digital transformation is quite holistic. So we're thinking it from the very first beginning where data is generated in the engineering processes, but also goes further to the production and, of course, to the user cycle where the product is then used and generates data when it's in usage. So this is a very huge perspective on the digital transformation, and I think it's clear that there is nobody who can solve all these questions by himself alone. And this is exactly the reason why we need an ecosystem, a partner ecosystem. And here we have a overview about the current partners in our center. Of course, Capgemini Invent is one of them. And so we divided our partners in technology and industry partners. That means on the one hand side, we have partners who come up with new technology, who bring them to the industry. And on the other hand side, we have the industry partners who have the business cases, the use cases, who are very interested in what leading edge technology can they bring into their own digital transformation. So this should give you a rough overview where we are and what we're doing and with whom.
Thank you very much. So quite a powerful ecosystem. Jens, you are, from a Capgemini point of view, managing this partnership. Can you give us, let's say, an overview? What is this partnership all about? What do we want to achieve? Yeah. And which opportunities are we tackling together with Thomas and his team?
Yeah. Yes. We have 3 dimensions we are dealing with in the cooperation with the E4TC. And the main dimension is thought leadership. This is the purpose. We are in this network and we are working together with the E4TC. And the thought leadership is for us not only a word. Thought leadership is for us something you have to do active. Yeah? And so in the special area of the E4TC, we are designing solutions of tomorrow. We try to design what will happen tomorrow in a few years and what will be the answer to tackle this new requirements. So this is one of our major purpose for this collaboration together with the E4TC. The second important dimension is the dimension knowledge exchange. The input of our knowledge exchange is the output from our thought leadership activities. And for this we are using our famous format, the practice circle. Last year we have 2 practice circles in the area of connected products. And with these practice circles we have always a very well good designed agenda, external speakers. And with this mostly a one-day workshop, we are sharing our knowledge with all the participations. And yes, to bring it into the world, our thought leadership knowledge. The last important dimension is regarding customer projects. We know that if we have no commodity projects, if we have projects with something like a grade of innovation, newest, we know that we have to have more staffing also with our partners from the E4TC, respectively the partners from the institutes of the RWTH Aachen, to be able to bring these projects successfully to the end. Yeah? So these are the 3 dimensions: thought leadership, knowledge transfer, and also customer projects, where we complement our skill sets to run projects successfully.
Okay. And can you share a little bit what exactly we are working on? So are there any Lighthouse projects, use cases that we can share today with the audience?
Of course, yes. So what are we doing? What are the topics we are dealing with in concrete? Means we are working on the topic softwareization, data, and also sustainability. And today, Thomas and I, we want to share some project examples in these areas. And one of the first project example is a collaboration with Ego. Ego is an electric car company located in Aachen. And together with Ego and also with the E4TC, we developed a concept regarding software configuration management, and we bring this concept also to an MVP. Because we know that the software configuration in cars in general are difficult for our OEMs and also for Ego, and for this we're creating something in the area of configuration management. Means what software version fits to which hardware which is in the car in the field, so that the workshops can use this app to identify the right software version for the hardware, and also Ego itself can over the air update vehicles in the field with this configuration management. Thomas, next one is something regarding data. I want to hand over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, so data is always a big issue, especially when you are in an industry where you have a lot of manual processes, where it's not so easy to generate data and to use data. And so it was the case at one of our partners, Miele, in the assembly line, where our partner came up with the question: how can we make sure that we have or that we screw that we tied every screw with the right torque and with the right parameters? And this was not only a question Miele had, but we thought it would be a good prototype to show what is possible if we use image recognition and if we use AI in a connection with smart tools. And so, luckily, Atlas Copco is another partner of our ecosystems, and together with Atlas Copco, the experts from Capgemini Invent and our staff from the university, we developed a tool which was equipped with an additional camera on it, and by this camera we were able to really realize where the tool is in front of the product, and where we can detect every screw case. And by this trained AI algorithm, we were able to connect the right parameters coming from the smart tool controller with the right screw case on the product. And so in this case, we were able to really increase the quality of the process and, of course, the quality of the product. And this was a very hands-on project. And I think this is very special, again, about the E40C, that we have this real live environment where we could rebuild a assembly station very quickly and could connect and could develop such use cases in a very agile way. That means those projects just took a couple of weeks, and we had a very fast, the first minimal viable product, could test it, could validate it, could develop it further in an iterative way. And this is only possible if you have this powerful ecosystem, and if you have this environment where you can really make this hands-on happen. And so this was a very interesting project, very successful. And at the moment we roll this in the production environment of the partner out.
And maybe one additional question that builds on this one. Can you give us a little insight how, let's say, clients could approach you, could approach us, and start a collaboration together with us? How would that typically work? How would that look like?
Yeah. So in most of the cases, your customers or companies who are interested, come up to us or visit the campus, see such examples, and found it very interesting because they have a quite similar question. And this is always a good starting point for us, to get in contact with them and to involve experts from you, experts from us, and try to adapt such solutions to their special application. So this is something that happens very often, and hopefully it will go on in the future. Yeah. So maybe you would like to add something from your side.
No, everything is set, Thomas. No further comment.
Okay, maybe one other question, well, one other topic we could quickly discuss together. You already mentioned it, and we see it already here. We have these so-called practice cycles that we are jointly doing. This year, in June, we are planning to do a sustainability practice cycle. So maybe you can share a little bit, what can we expect there? Who are the participants? What are the key topics that we want to address there?
Yeah, okay. So first of all, a good question, it's for free. Yeah, this will be the first question, because it depends to our concept that we want to share our knowledge to the public, to other companies for free. And the topic sustainability is this topic for Capgemini Invent. It's not one topic of 100, it's this topic for Capgemini Invent together with thought leadership. And at the end of this month, the 23rd of June, we have a praxis circle, one-day praxis circle with a very interesting agenda. Means we have external speakers. We have speakers from RWTH Aachen, from other companies, from Liebherr, and also some speakers from Invent. And we have topics along the whole value chain. Means it begins with engineering, purchasing, production, product usage. And we will give in view on the topics what are currently going on in these topics. What are the things we are dealing with, and it is a topic which is not anchored in each company. So our goal is to share the knowledge, to get feedback back from the participants, and to see, okay, what are the roadblocks? What are the challenges of these companies? And we want to take this input to shape the next research, the next innovation projects at the at E4TC, that we know, okay, these are the roadblocks, these are the topics the customers are dealing with, and so this is what we are doing. So please, you find this flyer everywhere. Please register. You can participate virtual or you can go on site. Up to you. So visit us in this very interesting praxis circle, sustainability. Thomas, do you want to add something regarding this?
No, not really. I mean, you said a lot, and I think really all about this very, very interesting event. We have quite interesting mixture of topics. So from the production or from the manufacturing perspective, I think it would be quite interesting to talk a lot about remanufacturing. So from our Aachen view, this is one core component in the circular economy to make industry very capable of having remanufacturing processes, and that would be one of the key topics in the agenda, and I can recommend it.
So when you scan this again and again, you are directly linked to our landing page. You can see the whole agenda. You can register there. So check it out, and I hope you will see us in Aachen or remote.
Thank you very much. We have 2 minutes left, so in case there are any questions, please feel free to reach out and approach us. But I think there are no questions. It's clear, huh? So thank you very much, and hope to see you soon in Aachen.
Thank you.